We now present to you a showcase of stories amid headlines in the preceding week.
Welcome to reports which made headlines last week. Justice Darius Kobo of the Kaduna State High Court on Monday granted leader of the Islamic movement in Nigeria, Ibrahim El-Zakzaky, leave to seek for medical attention in New Delhi, India. Kobo, while granting the IMN leader the leave, said he would travel in company of state officials. He said the IMN leader must return immediately after his discharge from the hospital to face his charges. The IMN leader and his wife had applied to the court seeking to travel following poor health while in detention. El-Zakzaky had in the application said he and his wife will return to Nigeria as soon as they were discharged. The IMN leader is standing trial in another court over allegations of culpable homicide, unlawful assembly, and disruption of public peace, among other charges. Justice Gideon Kurada, who was handling the case, had on April 25 adjourned the trial of the IMN leader indefinitely. The indefinite adjournment was to enable the judge to serve on the panel of the Presidential and National Assembly Elections Petitions Tribunal in Yobe State. Still on Monday, security agencies made good their threat to foil the planned nationwide protest tagged Revolution Now, organized by a global coalition for security and democracy in Nigeria. Reports from across the country revealed heavy deployment of security operatives, heavily armed and drawn from all security outfits, including anti-riot and civil defense officers, the military, National Civil Security and Civil Defense Commission NSCDC, and Department of State Security DSS were visible in all public arenas, including stadia, apparently to foil an illegal gathering. In Lagos, at least 9 persons were arrested at the National Stadium after a crowd gathered for the Revolution Now, a series of planned protests against bad governance in Nigeria. Activists defied downpour in the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja, as they converged on the office of the National Human Rights Commission, Maitama, to protest against the poor security situation and other social vices in the country. The protesters had planned to hold a rally at the popular Unity Fountain, but changed their plans following heavy security presence at the park. At the office of the NHRC, they delivered a letter in which they expressed displeasure over the continued silence of the Commission in the undemocratic incidences in the country. In Ibadan, a combined team of security operatives took over the main entrance of the University of Ibadan to preempt the protest. However, security agents did not prevent movement despite their heavy presence. The Lagos State Criminal Intelligence and Information Department SCRID Panti on Tuesday arraigned 6 persons who allegedly took part in Monday's protest convened by the publisher of Sahara Reporters, Omoyele Sowore. The 6 protesters were arraigned before an Ebute Metta magistrate court on 2 counts of unlawful assembly and conduct likely to cause a breach of peace. One of the 6 protesters is a lawyer, Gabriel Ojuma. After filing a bail application, the chief magistrate admitted Ojuma to bail on self-recognition and the other 5 defendants to 100,000 naira bail each, with 2 sureties in like sum. Further proceedings was adjourned till September the 26th. The Federal High Court in Abuja on Wednesday ordered both the Senate and the House of Representatives to halt their plans to take over the legislative duties of the Edo State House of Assembly. Justice Taiwo made the order, asking parties in the suit to maintain the status quo ante bellum at the resumed hearing in a suit filed by the Edo State House of Assembly and its Speaker, Francis Okiye. The suit was filed to challenge the moves by both chambers of the National Assembly to take over the duties and powers of the Edo State House of Assembly in the aftermath of the crisis among members of the state legislative body. The respondents to the suit are the Clerk of the National Assembly, Mohammed Sani Omolori, and the National Assembly. The plaintiff's lawyer, Mr. Ola Olanikpekun SAN, made a case for the issuance of the order of status quo on Wednesday. He said despite the service of the suit on the defendant, the Senate only last week at its plenary directed Governor Godwin Obaseki of Edo State to make a fresh proclamation for the inauguration of the State House of Assembly. However, the counsel representing the National Assembly, Charles Yola, assured the court they had advised his client against going ahead with the move to take over the assembly while the suit challenging it was pending. Justice Taiwo, in granting the order directing parties to maintain status quo, said parties to a suit were not permitted to take steps concerning the matter once a suit was filed in connection with the matter. The judge adjourned till August 22nd for the hearing of the substantive suit. Justice Taiwo of the Federal High Court Abuja on Thursday ordered further detention of the convener of the Revolution Now protest, Omoyele Sowore, for another 45 days by the Department of State Service DSS. The court ordered that he should be held for that period for the purpose of investigation over alleged treason charge leveled against him by the DSS. Earlier in the week, the DSS filed an ex parte motion seeking to detain Sowore for 90 days for the purpose of investigation. The agency anchored its application on the provision of Section 27, subsection 1 of the Terrorism Prevention Amendment Act. In his ruling on the application, Justice Taiwo held that after going through the exhibits filed by the applicant, the affidavit and the written addresses, he was persuaded that the applicant had legitimate obligation of investigating the respondent. The court added that it put into consideration the constitutional right of the respondent to personal liberty and freedom. Justice Taiwo, however, noted that the security of a country overrides individuals' liberty and freedom. Sowore, the publisher of Sahara Reporters and presidential candidate of the African Action Congress AAC in the February 23, 2019 elections, was arrested in the early hours of Saturday, August 3, by operatives of the DSS in Lagos. The agency alleged that Sowore was arrested on account of the Revolution Now protest, which he had spearheaded. Hundreds of passengers were stranded on the Abuja-Kaduna highway on Friday as articulated vehicle drivers blocked the road in protest against the killing of a bus driver by a policeman on the road after he allegedly refused to part with a 2,000 naira bribe. According to eyewitnesses, the Peugeot J5 driver was shot around midnight at a checkpoint near Olam Flour Mill, Kaduna. The driver was allegedly transporting smuggled rice to an unknown destination when police stopped him at the checkpoint and demanded a bribe from him to let him go. It was learned that a female truck driver, who was the first to arrive at the scene of the killing, blocked her lane while other drivers joined and blocked the other lane. The development caused a huge traffic jam on the highway. Some of the passengers condemned the killing of the driver and the decision of the truck drivers to block the road. All efforts by some soldiers to open the road failed as the aggrieved drivers refused to cooperate. In a statement, the state government, through its Commissioner for Internal Security and Home Affairs, Samuel Aruwan, described the killing of the driver as unfortunate, demanding the State Commissioner of Police, Ali Janga, launch an investigation into the incident. Meanwhile, the Commissioner of Police, Kaduna State, Ali Janga, has ordered an immediate investigation into the death of the bus driver. The command's public relations officer, DSP Yakubu Sabo, said in the press statement issued on Friday in Kaduna, and proper investigation would be conducted into the circumstances of the killing.